That is, oh my God, that's so funny. Yes, Jamie is here because he has a new project out. So let's talk a little bit about that. And, well, first tell everybody who you are, because I know you.
Well, I'm Jamie Simon. I am an artist. I'm a music producer, songwriter, worship leader,
dancer.
No.
Okay.
Not quite.
Sorry, I'm still on a new edition kick.
Not so much anymore.
She's still speaking things into your life.
I used to, not so much anymore. But yeah, so I've been around the music game since I was a kid. Actually, I grew up singing with a choir called Soul Children of Chicago.
Yay!
And I did that. Obviously, I think I started when I was like maybe 10 years old, and so I've been professionally singing since then. So we got a new project happening, kinda, sorta. We'll talk about what that is.
Kinda, sorta? Like, is it new? Is it not new?
No, okay, so here it is. So it is, it's a Valentine's Day project.
Yay!
And it's popular covers of songs about love and relationships. So It's called the Love and Relationships EP, Volume 1. And it's just an EP. It's not a full project, so it's like maybe 5 songs. And this whole thing kind of derived from a friend of mine. Actually, we have our own podcast / show.
I fell asleep last night. I'm really sorry. Really, Tasha? I love him. I want him to know I started out watching, but I was asleep.
I knew when you weren't talking that you weren't.
I was
present.
asleep. Sorry.
Because if you're there, you're there.
Right.
So I knew when I didn't see you.
As we sit across from the New Edition meme.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So it kind of started with that. We did a wedding in Phoenix maybe about 3 months ago. A friend of ours was getting married, and we went down to be in his wedding. He asked me to sing Freddie Jackson's "You Are My Lady" for his bride while she was coming down the aisle.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So we were doing that, and I was rehearsing it because they didn't have a band; they just had the track. So I was doing some rehearsal with the track for the first time. My friend, my best friend, Patrick Schaefer, who is the co-host of our show, he was behind me in the rehearsal while doing a Facebook Live, and I did not know it. And so after it was over, he tagged me in it, and so I got all these people hitting me, talking about, man, it's dope, you need to do some more of that. And I'm like, wow, it's not what I do. I'm an inspirational artist. Gospel music is what I've always done. And so my friend has started this hashtag this day, telling everybody. Now he's talking while I'm singing and telling everybody on this Facebook Live to hashtag R&B Jamie. And when you put that hashtag, write down the song you want Jamie to do. But this is what he did.
Wow.
So when we got back to our show, came back to Chicago and we did our show, our shows on Wednesday nights, we were doing it. So all of these people were talking to us, and he brought it up. And so they started hashtagging while they were on the show, doing, the live chat with us or whatever. And I'm like, y'all silly. So I just kind of left it alone. But for the next maybe 3-4 weeks, either he would bring it up or the audience would bring it up. And until it kind of provoked us to start having a real conversation about it. So we started talking about it like, would it be so bad if you did it? Kind of the ins and outs of what that would mean, what it would look like, all of that. And so it led us to what we have now, which is the Love and Relationships EP that's actually being released next Wednesday.
Yay! Yay. So again, where will it be available at?
Just online. I'm very gun shy about it being available anywhere else.
Why?
Because again, what I said, I'm a gospel artist. I'm an inspirational artist, and you still have people in 2017 who
you shouldn't be saying that.
They cannot make the differentiate between the two. I probably had like a 2-hour conversation with a close friend of mine, maybe about a week ago, when I was telling him about it that it was coming out. He's actually a radio show host. He's the owner of a station in New York, but he's a Christian, and he was talking and just basically for 2 hours telling me, you can't do this. You just can't do it. And I'm like, well, why, I understand. Why do you say? And he said, well, I just think, you don't understand how people view you. You don't understand how people look at you. And
so it wasn't that artists couldn't do it. It was that you couldn't do it?
I couldn't do it because he felt like, again, because of my position as I'm not just a artist. I'm a worship leader. I'm a minister. So all of that stuff, he's like, yeah, you can't do this. People are not going to see you the same way. People are not going to, they're not going to be able to, look at you the same way again. So you just can't do it. And so my thing to him was, I could understand that if I was singing about
knocking the boots. Okay.
Yeah, right. Very suggestive stuff.
Good luck.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. I get it. No, I get it.
I get it. Yeah, I get it too.
If it was that, I get it. But again, the EP is love and relationships. And so what person on the earth that is married or unmarried has not been in love or been in a relationship?
Right. True.
It is the way that we were made. God made us to be social, and God is love. So if we can't sing about love and relationships,
it's not vulgar.
Right. So it's ridiculous. So again,
now if I caught you singing a Luke song,
oh yeah, so yeah,
I'd be like, let me get the blessed oil. Hold on.
So that is what I think that's the
he was
intention.
Concerned that there'll be some damage to your brand.
Exactly.
Where people have come to know you as.
Yeah, and so he, like I said, for 2 hours.
Wow,
he was
that's intense. 2 hour conversation.
Yeah, we were going back and forth. I mean, it was kind of heated because he got to the place where he was like, I just, obviously you can do what you want to do. But it's not making any sense. You don't need to do this. You don't have to do this, and such. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's something we decided to do. It's not a big deal, really.
Will you be sending him a link of these 5 songs? I gotta ask.
He said, I'm going to support you no matter what.
Okay.
And I told him,
and that's fair.
Yeah, and I told him, I said, to be honest, I didn't really ask for your support.
Oh,
you don't really have to do it. If you want to do it, that's fine too.
Would you like some water with your foot?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, really, we weren't having a conversation. I was saying, hey, buy my music. We were just talking because
this is what I'm doing.
Right,
this is what I'm working on.
But it's cool. I appreciated it. But I told him, support it or not. Yeah, it is kind of what I'm doing.
And we're moving forward.
So it is what it is.
This train is a rolling.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you'd be surprised how much kickback I'm getting, and just people.
Are you from others?
Oh yeah.
Have they heard the material?
Well, now
aren't they singing the material? Get out of here.
We released a single Wednesday night, so this is the first time that anybody has really heard me sing any music outside of gospel music or inspirational music. So we released a single. It's out there now. People have been listening to it, and so yeah, it's pretty great response actually. So
I'm excited. I can't wait to hear it. It needs something different. Heck, we don't even have R&B music anymore, technically.
No, that's
so,
that's
true. You never know. This may be groundbreaking for something that's been missing, that is missing currently in the music industry, secular or otherwise.
Right.
How is it different from, I don't know if you recall some years back, T.D. Jakes did a Love inspirational album. How is it different from that?
Well, let me tell you what I was told. I was told if you used your pen to make these songs, then it would be more responsible because people would trust it because it was coming from you.
Okay.
But since you're singing songs, the covers of songs that are already, they feel like there's a connotation on the songs that is non-Christian.
Oh, gotcha.
And so because of that, it's like, well, no, you can't do that.
What are some of the titles?
Yeah. What's the few?
I'm curious because I'm curious.
I can't give it away.
Okay.
Yeah, I can only talk about the single because that's what is out. The single is a New Edition song.
Of course it is.
Can You Stand the Rain? And so that was my tribute to them because I'm a huge New Edition fan as well.
Oh my God, are you going to hell?
Okay. Exactly. That's so stupid. So again, so that's what we did. And so again, let me just say to you, the title of the EP is Love and Relationships.
Right.
The songs are about that. They're not about anything else.
Right.
But
not
that.
just relationships.
Just love.
And the dynamics of relationships.
Right.
That's all. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
That's
I'm
all.
excited
I think it's
for
hot.
you.
I'm not
I
going to
think
be in your bedroom.
the concept.
I'm not going to be singing in
right.
your bedroom.
The concept is, to
That's
me,
funny.
is,
Yeah, right.
is
That's
the concept is
jumping out the
brilliant.
window.
Right.
I say, why not?
So, we did, again, our show, we started our show last year, Valentine's week.
Oh.
So this will be a year.
You're turning 1.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
We're only 2 years older.
Absolutely. Well, that's good. Yeah. So,
It goes by fast.
Yeah.
It goes by fast.
So doing this, we're kind of trying to see, depending on what the response is, we labeled it Volume 1 because maybe we'll do it again Valentine's next year, depending on what the response is or whatever. So
Can I get a singing discount for my wedding when I have one?
Sure.
I'm gonna need the homegirl spend all her money on her studio discount. I'm gonna need
Which is beautiful. You all should see this.
Thank you.
I mean, it's just wonderful. It's color coordinated and
well, we
full
got
of new editions.
It's Tasha.
Yeah.
TLC production.
Right. I'm gonna have Annie when I build bigger. There'll be an Annie suite.
I'm sure. I love it too.
I think that's gonna be the name of the conference room. Yeah, let's go with that.
Any suite?
Okay. Yeah, I like
Sweet.
it. I like it.
I'm not mad at all at it. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. I'm hoping that everybody enjoys it. It is a different space for me again because I've never done anything like this.
Right.
I've literally now okay, you have the extreme of people that are against it, and then you have the extreme of people that have been in my inbox trying to book me.
Wow.
No, I'm serious. Like trying to dates. Like, man,
Hey,
we
come do
wanna
a
set up
show.
something at the promontory for you. I'm like, no, I'm not an R&B artist. I'm not doing that.
Start that.
Just no.
They at the promontory at the bar.
Right, no, I'm not
Like,
doing
he's
that.
good. Let me get a gin and
Right.
tonic. Right.
So you kind of got both sides, and I've been very, I think, very transparent and clear in telling people that I'm not an R&B artist. This is not Jamie going R&B.
Because that's what I thought, and
Yeah,
he corrected me fast. He was like, no.
Let's
I'm
be
not
clear.
going R&B.
Let's be
I'm
clear.
doing some R&B.
No, just doing it for Valentine's Day. We'll be in and out, and
He said,
we'll be in and out of your way, seriously.
he said,
I'm so glad Fred
when you
wasn't
gonna
here.
close the door,
Right.
move on.
Maybe next Valentine's
We'll
Day.
do it again next year if people like it and it's good. We had a great response from the single so far. I mean, honestly, I
can't
didn't
wait
expect it to
hear
be
it.
that cool, but it actually people kind of liking it.
I
So,
mean, well, you're a phenomenal artist anyway, so you could sing like the alphabet and it would be okay.
aw,
So
that's sweet.
I just think that, like you say, sometimes people, they have their ideas.
They
and
do.
just like
And they're
sometimes,
stuck.
yeah, sometimes we
That's a
put
good
God
one.
in a box
Yeah.
and then you want to
better
put your
stay in
friends in a
there.
box. And God's like, hey, I made this box.
Yeah. That's silly. It's just silly to me. I mean, I grew up in church. I grew up in classic Pentecostalism too. So we were really, really strict in certain things. So I get all that. I get it. I understand it. But if you just use your brain sometimes and just think about what you're saying and what's going on, it's not really that deep.
Yeah.
Not that deep.
It's not really
It's
that
not
deep.
sad.
It's not.
Especially if the song content is not like
Right.
suggestive.
And who's to say someone will listen to some of these 5 singles
Mhm.
and they say, oh, who is this guy?
Right.
Then they dig a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
And then they start listening to some of the other material you have
Mhm.
covered.
Yeah.
And that brings them closer to God.
You just never know.
You never know.
You just never know. And
Absolutely.
that's
You
very,
never know.
very true. So yeah, I'm okay. I'm not. I know people pretty well. Being working in ministry, working with people, I know people pretty good. Especially I know black people real good. And I know
You know how clear he said that? I know black people
that's-
real
and I know
good.
black church people.
Oh yes.
Even better.
Oh
So
yes.
I knew all of this was coming. I knew it before I sang, and I knew what it was going to be. And I was cool with it. I'm like, okay, it's cool. It's not a big deal. Now, if I was doing some R. Kelly stuff, then I'd be ready. I'd have to fight some people for real.
I got your back though.
Yeah, crazy, but no, yeah. So I'm not tripping about it. It's clean music. It's just about relationships and love.